Hey buddy, welcome into Old Mountain Bricks. Today we're back with an exciting Lego City update. We've got a modular building to place. We've got a ton of new sets that we've picked up and minifigures that need to find a place somewhere in our Lego City. So we need to get started. Let's jump in. I'll show you what we've got going on today. If you've been keeping up with the channel, you know we've done some major Lego City shopping here recently. Picked up a ton of minifigures. Check out our haul video and our shopping videos at the Lego store, Bricks and Minifig stores. So we've got a bunch of stuff to go through. We've got minifigures everywhere. And we've put the Brick Cross train station on the ground. Oh no, we need to get that somewhere in the Lego City here. I think we've experimented just a little bit. Thinking about where that might go here. So let's see and try it in a few places. Let's kind of go back and forth and see. So if you haven't checked out our review of the Brick Cross train station, the Lego Bricklink Designer Program set, make sure that you do that because this was an amazing set. But now it's time to find a place in the city. As you can see, this is a base plate and a half long, so it makes it a bit more unique and of course needs to back on to some train tracks. Briefly notated in my review, the main issue I have is I mills plated it, meaning it is raised up another brick and plate compared to what the set would normally be if it was just on standard base plates, but my whole city is like that, so it just made sense to elevate it up so the sidewalks would match and everything else. So we're going to just see what that looks like. I have a few spots in mind, so let's go take a look at those. So when you look here at the Lego City, of course, the main thing is it would need to go right up against the train tracks. So obviously up front doesn't work because we have road going right here, so we couldn't really put it anywhere in this vicinity at all. The first option I had was somewhere over in this corner. Right now it's kind of a catch-all. You can see we've got this little train station over here that eventually will go. It was just kind of a placeholder for now. It came with a cool bus that I really wanted, so that's why we got that one. So it could work on this corner here. It would just need to be a little offset because it wouldn't be able to go all the way back on the base plate there because of where our curve goes right there. You can see we also have the old train engine shed, which was a Bricklink Designer Program set. But we have all these switches in here that it wouldn't really make sense to put it anywhere right there because we'd have to redo that whole thing. And getting that over there was enough of a time. So coming around the back of the city, an angle you don't see too often here, this is our nature and campground area, something I'd like to start to improve on now that we've kind of finished up the beach. Again, check out those videos if you haven't there, but I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Looking over here, this is an obvious spot. We've just kind of got this old school base plate there, so we can kind of put it somewhere here. And I think that's going to be one of our best spots is just right along this back line that you can see. So I don't know if that means maybe shifting over a modular building here, putting it over here as kind of a segue into the countryside, which we don't really have a road in front of or anything yet. Or maybe placing it like maybe next to the assembly square, or kind of maybe moving some of this other stuff around and maybe just kind of putting it right on this corner over here because it could just butt up right against the old train engine shed. Again, those kind of go together there. So it could be kind of our in-between corner build over here. But we've got limited space in the back here, so I think let's bring it over, test fit it in a couple spots, and we'll see what it looks like. So after thinking about it, I think we're going to try and get it way over in the back here. So let's go ahead and try that out and see which one looks better, if it on the left or on the right. Don't worry, we're being extra careful. So let's try it over here. Probably should have pinned on my mic for this one, but that's okay. We'll move the Scorpion Tracker and Johnny Thunder out the way and put it in right here. It looks a little silly, I think, because there's not road in front of it. The elevation kind of works because it lowers it down a little bit, and I think that works going into this. But let's go ahead and try it in the other spot. Let's head out and see what this one looks like. As we always say, things can change, so nothing's in stone. I could switch it around later, but we've put it over here for now. I think we might need to arrange it a little bit better on the back once we have a better idea of what this area looks like. Because once you get past the Ghostbusters HQ right here, there's really not a lot going on. You can see I've kind of put my Avengers complex, quote, quote, in the back for now. But it might make more sense to slide the train station all the way down to the end there and put it next to the old train engine shed, which of course makes sense to me, but you want it kind of near the city, of course, so I don't mind it there. I don't think it looks too bad next to Assembly Square, but I'm sure we can maybe do a little bit better. Again, here's an angle of the city you don't see too often, kind of going down this way. One of the longest roads in the city is actually this back one here. But you can see some of the detail of the old train engine shed that we've tried to ballast best we can over here. But you can see the Brick Cross train station over here near the Avengers superhero complex. I do think it would make sense to scoot it down just a little bit, even if it's by a base plate or so. So let's see if we can squeeze on by. Don't worry, we've got our brick stick handy, trademark, in case we need it there. So let's do this. Kind of scoot it down. I think that's about a base plate there, because Assembly Squared is a base plate and a half, so it's a little, you can see that's the line of where the base plate would start, so halfway is actually right there. So that leaves that kind of open and kind of lines it up nicely on this street here, leaving some room again for this to kind of linger here for now, which I think makes sense for the time being. So let's go back out and take a look at it now that it's slid over a little. Here it is from this angle, and I think it's looking pretty good. I think that might be a winner. Let's take a look here. Yeah, obviously there's space in between it, but I think that makes sense and kind of fills that in a little nicer for the moment. I know a lot of folks have said, put the really tall buildings in the back, but it doesn't make sense with some of these other type of buildings that I have right now, like Assembly Square and the Brick Cross train station, because they're a base plate and a half, and they don't really fit as well in this grid. My current grid is 3 base plates, so they could go side by side, but obviously the Brick Cross train station does need to go on the back because it's up against the railroad track there. So we'll run the train in just a few minutes and check that out, but I want to think about it. So give me your thoughts down in the comments here. Do we like it better on the left or on the right? One of the other things we need to do is we need to collapse this box. I don't keep a ton of my Lego boxes, just like the modular buildings or these like Bricklink sets, which are a little bit more exclusive. So let's cut that down, put it away. So in our haul video that we did a little bit ago, we used like the Minifig scan app to scan these to see what's inside them. So let's go ahead and open these up. That way they're ready to go into our city. Okay, so here's all of those out. We've got the steampunk guy, the hamster costume person, Cupid who's fallen over, the longboard girl, the racer space guy. This is the little poly bag with the space person in it there that has this little thing. Comes with these cool transparent, like, purple type pieces that are cool. And this is Maple from Animal Crossing. Looks like Bobbyland, so they're going to find a nice place in the city. So let's see if we can find a nice place for all of these somewhere. Alright, so I'll give you a couple of the highlights here. We've got the infamous Beastmaster hanging out over in our campground area, about to talk to this little bear behind the trailer there. We've added some of the pirates that we picked up into the beach area, right over there, right over there. We've added Gibbs coming up with a nice fruity drink to join his friends here. We've got this lumberjack going up to Groot with his axe. I don't think it's going to go too well, so I thought that was pretty fun. We've got the graduate waiting out front here to take some pictures in front of Craggle Town Hall there. We've got the custom guy just walking that way. Steampunk, the hamster guys out front of the pet store. Superheroes are just all intermingled here. We put this little racer guy with the Iron Legion because it looks like they kind of match up a little bit. We've got Shang-Chi fighting his dad right there, Win-Woo. A few other things down this way with like the Apache Chief and the monster costume guy. We've got the telescope kid up there. And we've moved Eric Selvik kind of over here instead of up on top. And at the highest point in our Lego city, we have put Stan the man, Stan Lee up on top there. Over here, we've kind of put Saruman looking over from his watchtower above the Palace Cinema for now as well. And we've kind of put Eshram over here. Of course, he's not officially to scale, but I think it looks good right there for now, kind of just blending in with this corner we'll deal with in future updates. But I think he just looks good right now to add a little splash of color over there. We've got Taco Tuesday guy walking down that way. We've got Maple all the way down there hanging out with his Bobbyland grandfather there, and a few others all scattered throughout. You see, after we do that, we've got all these extra little black, like, minifig stands and everything I'm not sure what to do with at the moment. We've still got the Eternals on this stand here. We're going to keep those on there for now and maybe come back to that. Well, I might do an actual review of that set at a later time. So let's put the lighthouse away, put this little gift with purchase away, and see if we can clean up the desk a little bit. All right, at least it's a little better over here on the desk. We've still got to sort through some of our boxes here, but we'll save that for another time. You can see over here, I've kind of been hoarding my, like, Disney-related minifigures. They used to be somewhere else in the house, but we've kind of moved them in here. And I want to get, like, the new Disney castle at some point, but that's a huge set. It doesn't really fit in the city. It's going to have to go somewhere else, but I just want to then put all these, like, Disney minifigures over there as well. I know there's some non-Disney in here, like the D&D folks and everything, but the Disney ones, I think it'll be really cool to put them on top of or around the Disney castle at some point, have a nice Disney display somewhere. But I think the Lego City's really coming along. We've made some good progress here. And I've been thinking about the Brick Cross train station a little more. I do like it over there. It does seem a little short compared to some of those. I do agree with some other folks that have kind of talked about it. But I think we're going to leave it there for now. Again, let me know if you like it better over on the left or on the right. Or maybe if I should slide it over here. But we're still developing this kind of area, so we'll just have to see. Let's fire up the train real quick and see what it looks like over there. Hopefully nothing's on the track. We'll find out. Just a little slowly here. All right, moment of truth. Is it gonna collide? Oh, okay, we're good. Let's see if we can head over there and check out how close it is. Oh yeah, plenty of room. Okay, let's try that again here. Yeah, see, when it's this far away, I don't really mind it. I know it should actually be a little closer because that's how it's meant to be on the actual set and everything, and the minifigs can actually get across, but again, since we're not 100% sure we know where this is, I'm going to leave it where it is for the moment. I'm sure we could extend this a few studs. I think I've seen some other folks do that, but I'm okay with it because you're really not going to see it too often, and it gets the job done, and I think the minifigures are going to board the train anyway, even though this is a cargo train. So I'm sure we'll have to get the passenger train running at some point there, but I think it's really coming along over here. Let's get the brick stick trademark off of the road there, put it kind of in the holding area again, and then bring the train back around one more time. Looking good, looking good. Still pretty happy with the Lego beach area over here too. Oh, one I forgot, I put a Jawa over here about to hijack this little lifeguard truck. Now that we've got the Brick Cross train station placed at the end of the street, which is a pseudo-modular building, the next modular building we're going to be building is the corner garage, because we've been making our way from oldest to newest modular buildings to place in our city, with an exception of some of the oldest ones, but I think from the fire brigade on, I think we've had them all so far. Make sure you subscribe to Old Mountain Bricks, as we'll be building that sometime in the coming months there. And since it's a corner building, as I've talked about in some of my previous ones, it makes it a little easier to integrate in some other places in the city that we've been needing there. We've also got to do the X Mansion, we've got to do the Botanical Garden, which I think is going to go somewhere in that back area as well. So we've just got a ton of stuff to build here. It just takes a long time, a lot of pieces, so just bear with me as we continue to expand the Lego city. Don't want to do it too fast, just want to take our time, enjoy what we're doing here, and I appreciate everyone who comes by to watch these videos as it means a lot to us. And I'm always excited to share this journey here with you. So make sure you like this video on the way out. Comment down below again what you think of our Lego city. Let us know about where we should put the Brick Cross train station. Until next time, thanks for coming by Old Mountain Bricks today. Have a good one.